Happy February, and welcome to our February Consciousness Update. February is wonderful because it's the month of Valentine's Day, the month of love, and we've moved into Aquarius, and that gives us kind of a glimpse of spring in the darkness we've been sitting in. We begin to feel a sense of expansion, elevation, spontaneity, maybe where we've been cloistered. There's just more of an opening now. And so in this month, especially, you're supported in deeper clearing. You're in thinking bigger, having broader thoughts, broader expansive ideas for who you are, how the world can change. It's a positive feeling that is kind of being born now out of the dark turmoil we've been in. So it's a great time. You're supported in stretching, pushing harder, new visions, thinking bigger. And also my astrologer friends tell me that it's a green light time because for the past many months, most of the planets have been in retrograde. And now for the first time, they're all moving forward, I think until mid-April. So it's a time to make those changes that you've been sitting on hatching. It's like we've been hatching a lot lately, and it's really time to get off the nest and give birth to what we've been sitting on and incubating. But I really want to talk not just about the energies of Aquarius in this month, but about the big picture. So we're in the month of Aquarius, which reminds us that we're in that transition period between 2,000 years in the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius. So we have bits of both worlds now, and we're feeling both. So Pisces was about love and devotion. It was about forgiveness and connecting to God. So it was the time Pisces started before the birth of Jesus Christ. But Pisces also brought in the ideas of the concept of good and evil, the concept of right and wrong, the concept of sin and heaven and hell. So, and sacrifice. So that's the big period we've been in. So it's created a matrix. I said I would talk about the old matrix we're leaving and the new matrix we're moving into. And we can really feel it especially strong this month, the foot in both camps. So the old matrix, the chief idea was separation from heaven, separation from our divinity. We are sinners. It's our fault. We are not divine. And so in my work with people recently, I felt we're coming to the core. We're coming to people remembering, oh my gosh, I felt ejected from heaven. I felt alone, isolated. So we're working through all this now. So Pisces gave us the era of tribalism, of protectionism, of my tribe's better than your tribe, my God's better than your God. And the theme of this whole period that we are breaking out of is walls, is separation. I'm thinking a few years ago, we were saying here in the United States, build that wall between the United States and Mexico. Keep those people out. So what we're doing now in the energies of Aquarius and love of February, we're looking more deeply at that and questioning it in ourselves. So my guide Mark has said, these next few months, January, February, and mostly into March, are still rough. And that's because we're digging deeper. We're looking at more primal ways we've set up our life to stay safe. And we're questioning those and moving toward a more heavenly existence. So the other thing about the age of Pisces that it's set up for us is that there's a path to heaven. There's a path of righteousness that gets you back to your divinity. And that has got us all crazy because we think there's a one way to get back to our divinity. So as I was planning this today, I was looking at the hallmarks of this old matrix we've been in, the old reality that we were born into. We've been born into separation. First, when we feel that we've been ejected from heaven or separated from the divine, we move into anger. And it's in all of us. It's in our core. And what anger leads to is violence. So I'm going to lead you to see how we've become so violent. So anger also leads to the idea of punishment. If I'm angry at you, I need to punish you. If I'm angry at me, it's okay that I punish myself. I accept the punishment from others. Punishment also leads to violence. So this, again, ejected from heaven, the separation moves, and punishment move us into fear. So fear, we want to protect, we want to isolate, we want to protect. That also moves us into violence. Aluna Joy, who's a spiritual teacher that I follow, she said, when I'm talking about fear, she said, fear is the fuel for all the imbalances in our world. So anger leads to punishment, leads to fear and separation. And the last thing that all this leads to is protection. That there's a sense of tribalism, there's a sense of I need to be safe. The founder of human design, he said this about where we've come. He said in the last 600 years, we are stuck in the most deeply material period in our human history. So we've moved into materialism as a way to protect. So the new matrix, so that's all, we feel all that. The new matrix that we're glimpsing, this new matrix of the Aquarian age, is not about separation and walls, it's about connection. And so we don't have to work our way back to the divine, we're realizing we are divine. So it's the energies now, and the energies of this month are the energies of Aquarius, which are the energies of community, of support, open-mindedness, humanitarian, connecting, helping, inviting. So we're really supported now in this time from, I'm going to say, self-evolution to self-revolution. This is a time of making those big changes. Push now, be in the now moment. So the question to ask yourself, and I've been looking at it myself, I've been seeing it in clients, is really ask yourself, what are you holding on to? What belief systems have you had since you were born or before you were born that you've created all the structures in your life to keep yourself safe from? So if our belief is we've been separated or we're isolated or we're abandoned when we're born, what we try to do is be really good. We try to be perfect. And for me, that's been coming up. I've been trying to be a good girl for my whole life. And now I'm finding that I'm kind of burned out because I can't keep that pace of trying to fix what I perceive is wrong. We have put our kind of papered ourselves into a corner with our normal reactions, our normal belief systems, our normal beliefs, how to stay safe. This is the month to question them, especially because it's the month of love. It's the month of Valentine's Day. So really look at your old habits, your old reactions, and find out if they still serve you or if they're just embedded in you. So a lot of stuff is coming up for a lot of clients. So that's why this is a great time, but it's a tough time. Be kind to yourself. So unstuff the stuffed stuff. I know many of you are freaking out, and what I'm seeing is your return to perfectionism. Oh, I have to understand what I'm doing. I have to have the right answers. I have to do this right. What's wrong? What's the right way to do this? Let go, because that perfectionism, that you have to do it right or you're bad if you don't, is the old era. In this energy of love, please let the old ways up. Be kind when you freak out. Be kind when your friends freak out or your family. So there's going to be continued unraveling. It's all good. And remind yourself that what's up, what's in your face, is what's on the way out. So I invite you to be more cognizant of shaking things up. Like, I moved all the furniture in my house. My living room looks totally new, and I didn't buy anything. I just moved stuff around from the basement, from my bedroom. I feel different. And I'm also shaking up some of my old reactions and patterns, trying to stop, be in the now moment, and see, wow, all that is how I've always handled it. But what is my truth in the now moment? I'm safe. I'm loved. Put yourself, you are connected to the divine. Put yourself, breathe yourself into the now moment, now more than ever. So shake things up, shake your habits up, do those things you haven't been doing that are good to yourself, and shake up your reactions. And tomorrow is the full moon, and the full moon in Leo, it's a full moon in love. Leo is about generous. So magnify your generosity to others, to the world, but to yourself in this full moon. You're probably already feeling the intensity. And remember that the old age of Pisces was about God giving us our walking papers, that everything was predetermined, perhaps. Now we realize that you are the architect of everything about your life. We don't need to be connected to karma. What do you want? And I invite you in these energies of love to ask yourself, because we've always been looking for what our mission is. What is our purpose? And a lot of times we come up with a mission or purpose to make us feel good, because we don't feel good, because we've been ejected from heaven. I just realized 2 days ago, and I started laughing in this meditation when I saw it, that, oh my gosh, my mission isn't what I do, isn't even helping you. My mission is happiness. That's mission number one. And that makes me happy to do this. Your mission is happiness in this age of love. Grab it and hold it. And to support you, on Tuesday, February 14th, Valentine's Day, I'm going to do another Facebook Live. It's going to be just about love and heart, and I'm going to do a grandmother blessing from the heart. So just to open our hearts even further. But you all, you're doing great work. I'm seeing people open, the lights are going on faster than ever before. It's spectacular how quick the growth is. So the turbulence, welcome it. It doesn't mean you've done something wrong and you've sinned. That's the old time. The turbulence means you're finally looking at things that need to be stirred up. So instead of being worried, go ahead and stir it up. I love you. What we're doing together in this new matrix of support, this new Aquarian matrix of connection, is when each of you grow, your growth goes out into the quantum field and it supports and lifts others. What you are quietly doing on your spiritual path, you don't need a website, you don't need to be a healer. What you are quietly doing is absolutely lifting the world now. So, welcome to February. Welcome to the big picture of the age of Aquarius. And thank you. And if you want to find out, I need to give a plug to Morgan, who is the astrologer who gave me some of this information, because it's not me. Originsastrologer.com, Morgan McKenna. So thank you, and I hope I see many of you on Valentine's Day. Blessings.